Leon here. Okay, so I am going to do a video on how to breed convicts. Now, probably most important thing right here is, how do you tell a male and a female convict apart? Because obviously you need a pair. So, that's a female right there. How can you tell? Because on her belly there are red shimmers, and she is more elongated. Whereas down here is a male. He doesn't have the red shimmers. However, though, his fins are much longer and his whole body is kind of more plump, more circular. Now, convicts breed when wet. That is the saying. They don't care about pH levels. They don't care about hardness or softness. They don't even really care about hiding. I mean, they like it, but they don't have to have it. For when they're younger, like at the size they are now, this size, let's see, get a good picture. This size of them right here. Those two, all they need really is a 10-gallon. They're in a 30 now, but all these two really need are a 10-gallon. If you're keeping convicts alone, you can keep them in anywhere from a 20 to a 30 if you want them at happiest conditions. And gravel is needed, so just get your gravel set up. Plants are good to have, but I'm using driftwood instead. And some hiding places are always good because then they feel more secure. And they'll breed. So what will happen is that when they begin to breed, they will dig a hole in the gravel. So it'll be like a little pit that's like from here, if this was like, it's like this deep. And then within 1 or 2 days, the female will lay her eggs there, and then the male will fertilize them. At this point, if there's any fish in the tank, I suggest taking them out. However, the fish in here are pretty strong fish, so they don't usually get bullied. Because the convicts will attack. They will hurt your fish. Like guppies can be killed, and slower fish can be killed by the convicts. The male will risk his life for it. Now, when the babies are born, then it gets even worse. Then the male's like on patrol, and the female stays back and cares for the babies. An inexperienced mother, once the babies get a little bigger, might accidentally mistake them for food. And this is natural. This happens normally. And when that does happen, though, the male will pummel her, like bite her and like chase her around the tank a few times just to let her know, don't eat the kids. So